Hey everyone, welcome back to NMB Takoyaki Party, episode 45. I am resident anime expert Matt. I'm joined by senior anime expert Geoff. You've been to more anime cons than I have, so I think that's why you're probably senior anime expert.
Except I don't actually watch anime anymore. I just go for the concerts.
All right, or train expert, I guess that's why.
Yes,
Yeah,
I go and talk about trains.
At anime cons.
Come to my train panel at Anime Boston next week.
Yep, we got to plug. We're going to plug out of the way. We're also joined, speaking of anime, we also have the Yuuris expert.
The Yuuris expert. I've seen like a bunch of like Yuuris anime, by the way. It's very good.
I guess this is what I'm surprised about. I thought like Yuri on Ice was an actual Yuuris anime.
It's the opposite. It's a yaoi anime. It's a boys' love.
Boys' love. It's like Sayaka's favorite anime, I believe. She always talked about it. This is the Takoyaki Party podcast, and yeah, it's been a while. It's been about a month, a little over a month since we last time did this, and we were back for this month.
I'm sure everyone was on the edge of their seats waiting for this episode.
There were a couple people who were on the edge of their seats because we had a couple comments from the last podcast. Guys, some clarifications or some stuff we may have like not explained clearly. First comment is from Sailing0805, who says, "I'm confused. How did Sayaka change labels since she's still with Yoshimoto?"
Because
talking about her
being under Yoshimoto doesn't mean you have to use their label. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, she's with her new single, which I think comes out this week. Or last week, this week, is under Universal. Yeah. Is under Universal Music.
Yes,
but she's still under Yoshimoto.
Yes. Show title is 100% owned child company of Yoshimoto. Mm-hmm. But she's not with Laugh Out Loud Records anymore. She's with Universal Records.
Yeah. It's like her first two albums were under Laugh Out Loud, and so this new single.
So it just means who gets a different cut of the money. In reality, it shouldn't change that much, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything for her, except that like Universal is a more like respected
that's true.
Label.
They have a theme park. Where's Yoshimoto's theme park? Okay, and then our other comment is from Juris New Oration, who says, they actually said point the middle finger in the song, and so we were discussing this. It's talking about what the Team M coupling song in the lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics just there was a line about like I actually haven't listened to the song that much, so I can't remember, but it was pretty early on in the song. Yeah. I just made a point of Team M is like kind of the comedic team going forward, so they have some really funny lyrics in there.
Obscene, also. Did you listen to the rest of the single? Like the other coupling songs? So you still have not heard the best song?
I heard like a clip of it.
It's now stage.
I heard a clip of it from the stage highlights or something.
It's now stage. What's your take on the...
It was pretty nice.
That clip.
But yeah, it's pretty kind of just like generic ballad, like you guys said.
But it's good, yeah. Speaking of Nibame Nodor, that was also the name of the Team B2 stage, the brand new Team B2 stage, jumping around. So they did their Shonichi, their first performance of it this month, April?
I think they were all March. It was in March, yeah. It was all March.
They're all March. Okay. So I think since the last time we recorded, I think we only knew about the Team M stage, which was Dareka no Tamini.
Yes.
And like everyone was upset about it because they thought it was like a boring stage and they do it all the time.
Yeah, and then we had the other teams all do brand new stages, but not new as in new songs, but new as in like reshuffled old songs.
Rebranded stage, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, when you watch these stages, like the stages that were just like built, like thrown together, right? you do understand like how hard it is to make a stage. Like we like to criticize like Akimoto all the time, right? But when he builds stages, at least like the songs flow together. They have like a theme, and then they tell a story like with the scare quotes, right? But with watching like and Pride and Nibanme, it was more, I don't know. To me, it felt like just like a concert, and like
okay, like a little mini concert.
Yeah, there wasn't really much of a flow to it.
It's just kind of like this weird, like Frankenstein patchwork style concert. Just random songs.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
pulled together.
I mean, the members tried their. The thing is, like, supposedly, right? These songs were chosen by the members, which is like, I understand, like with NMB, like it sounds great, like, oh yeah, member produced, right? Member done, blah 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 blah, right? It just means that the staff are just lazy, or like very very undermanned, right? Like, why wouldn't you hire like an actual like producer, right, to like build your stage? I don't know. Like, I think I'm just salty because like the Team N stage is like super like dance heavy, very dance heavy. It's a very dark stage, and
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I kind of made when we were discussing it, I made the point like, yeah, you could go for the whole like very professionally produced aspect, but then I think letting the members have this much involvement in it is like a big part of it for an idol group too, and that can get the fans more excited. Maybe some fans more so than others, like we see here.
Yeah. No, it's the type of fans who's always like, oh, like so great, like whatever their Oshimen does is great, right?
Wait, isn't that you?
It is me, but like this stage was built by Yumin and Chihi, so
there you go. They're my Oshis now.
I don't know. Maybe I will like it more. Apparently, I did. I won Pride on Monday. Not that it's relevant to this podcast, but maybe I will like it better if I see it live.
But yeah.
But when I was watching on DMM, it just felt very dark. I don't know. So you're watching on DMM, right? And it's really fucking dark. So how can you watch it?
Yeah.
Like the lights are all like, off because they're trying to go with the the dark mood and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. Like the first set of songs, like the first 4 songs were like super, serious songs where they don't smile. So it gets a little bit like frustrating after a while because you want to see them just like smile and be idly. Because even the previous Team End stage, Mokugeki Sha, was kind of like that. It was like a very serious stage, and the members always said, "Oh, you need to have good like facial expressions to do this stage." So, yeah,
I like it. It's not like a danceable stage, right? It's not. I don't know.
Yeah, it just goes along with how they kind of really doubled down on the team. Each team's image, right? N is the like cool and serious leader. B2 is the young and like fresh team.
Yeah, I mean, so like I think like the Nibanme or the B2 stage is more like what people think when they hear like an idol stage. It was more like peppy, poppy, and stuff like that, right? And I guess the criticism for that is that it didn't really have any kind of flow, right? It was more like, oh, let's just do all these like cute songs.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the same problem with N, right? Like as you were saying. So.
Yeah. It's the other problem. It's the other way. It goes the other way, right?
Yeah, and it when you have like the whole team choosing songs, they all have to kind of compromise with each other. It's not just one person with a vision and like just doing it.
Exactly. So when you see these stages, right? All of them, like all the units, are like 3-3-3-3. It because like no one will say like, oh, let's do like although I guess Nibanme has a duet, but no one's gonna say like, oh, I want a solo,
Yeah.
right? Or let's do like a 6-member unit. No one's gonna do that, right? Because we want everyone to have a spotlight. Let's all be equal. Let's all be happy together. Which is pretty dumb, right? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between the center and like the 16th member. But because like you let the members do it themselves, then no one wants to hurt anyone else.
Yeah. You just want that Yuri solo.
Yes, I'm just salty I didn't get the Yuri solo. And she's doing some like really weird pachinko song.
Oh yeah, the that weird what's it called? Team Surprise.
Hell or Heaven. Heaven or Hell or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess those are new stages, the new team stages. Speaking of new stages, also Kojima Karin produced the stage. I guess it's like the second NMB produced stage after Sayaka's.
I mean, it's the same. Like you have End Pride and you have Niban Mendor, right? So this one doesn't feel like
it honestly special. It felt a lot like the End stage because End is kind of like a collection of all the cool NMB songs and then a bunch of the like veteran members, and then the Kojin chose the team as, like she said it herself, the members who have appeared a lot in the theater and supported the theater. So you kind of get a lot of veteran members as well, which I'm personally happy about. But then it kind of doesn't differentiate itself from N that much.
I don't know, man. Like there are like so they did the list of like the theater in Megami, right? And she didn't actually just choose all of the theater in Megami. Basically, she chose Danceable and Team N Kenkyusei, which is why she got a lot of criticism for that. Basically, she chose her friends.
I mean, yeah, it's not like objectively who appeared the most, but like who fits. I guess like supporting the theater in the sense that who fits the spirit of NMB.
Supporting the theater in the sense that you suck up to Kojiri.
Yeah.
I'm very salty tonight for some reason.
Yes.
But they have Kyusen Kyote. That's a good song.
I mean,
they stole that from Quintet.
It's Team N and originally anyway, but with like Akarin.
But that Team N song is that Team N is not here anymore.
Yeah, Yuki's not around anymore.
You're right.
So we have to stop doing what's that song?
Hype no Doksenke. It's Milky and Yukirin song.
And then also this is some recent news. It just started this month is a lot of the third generation draft members are on Twitter
today.
now.
Yeah. I think like right now.
Yes, I am.
You're following all of them.
Oh, Amimaru's here.
She's not. It looks might be fake.
Amimaru.
Who knows? But I'll just follow it anyway.
Is that actually real? No.
I think a bunch of members are following her, so it's pretty real.
Breaking news. Amimaru's now on Twitter.
How about my girl? Wakana.
Yeah, she's on there.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's on there.
Amimaru's was the last one. Well, Kato was the last one, but then Kato doesn't count.
It's a live follow. I'm her 4,100th member or follower.
Who? Amimaru?
No, Wakana.
I didn't know you liked Wakapo.
I watched her play Smash Brothers on the stream once.
There you go. That was enough.
Good. Also, I think you guys mentioned, she mentioned in her Mobame that she went to an Eikaiwa school. So I have tickets for her
checks all the boxes, all 2 boxes.
Speaks English and plays video games. Doesn't have to be in the group even.
Also,
all right. Wait, Amimaru has Twitter?
Yeah, yeah, I think it's real.
Yeah, no. NMB official just tweeted it. I like that we actually had to stop this podcast just for everyone to follow.
Breaking news. Amimaru
it's Amimaru. We'll stop anything for her.
Yes.
Also, Chihi started Twitter too.
And also finally high-res Amimaru pictures.
Ami_NMB. Yeah, now I don't have to subscribe to Mumame just for one picture. I want to do my handshake reports. I did that for.
Wow, you actually did that? That's dedication.
Yeah. I need the picture.
Well, Karen's not going to be on Twitter until a long time.
So you guys said as long as they're not in high school, they can't be on Twitter.
So basically, for example, Kokona was only able to start Twitter this April because this was her first year in high school. So she started high school in April.
Oh, okay. So once they are in high school, they can do it. So if they're in junior high, they can't.
Yeah. So you have to be high school, at least high school age.
Huh.
That's why Kato doesn't have a Twitter.
Okay. The next on the news, we got some graduation announcements, and actual graduations have happened. Like Iwata Momone, she just graduated.
Momorun, Momorun, dude.
Momorun.
Don't.
What's the difference between
Don't scare Nathan like that.
Momone. So Momorun
so she announced right after we did our previous podcast, I think, and then it's been long enough that she already graduated.
Graduated before her next podcast. Hey, that's perfect timing.
That was terrible timing.
But yeah, she said she announced in the second or third Team M show. And then, so that was a huge shock. Yeah, that was a huge shock to everyone. And
yeah, but the thing, someone said there was supposed to be a birthday of a member on that day.
Uh-huh.
It was the exact day of their birthday, but they didn't do a Seitansai. So that's why people were saying something was going to happen on that day, and something did happen.
Yeah.
Say what she's planning to do.
She says she's graduating to focus on school. So she's, I think, in her last year of high school now. And then she said basically the last 2 years have been tough for her to, keep up with all the activities and schoolwork.
Yeah, because she goes to an actual school and not the other one.
The correspondence.
The one that all the NMB members go to. Yeah. No, not the correspondence school.
That Geinin school in Osaka.
Yeah, Osaka. Yeah, something a school for celebrities.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess she's probably commuting from Kyoto every day too. Then.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I remember seeing some fans say that she's been kind of, not as happy and energetic over the past few months. So it's been probably something she's been thinking about for a long time, and then finally had the chance to announce. So sad to see her go. I liked her.
Yeah, it's always. Yeah, we always talk about this, right? The lost potential rather than rather than the otsukare, the good work for all the years.
Yeah,
it's more it's a shame.
Yeah, well, I mean, for her, she's only been here 3 years or so, right?
Yeah,
and
it's been short.
And she
got into senbatsu she's been senbatsu for 2 years, so she's 3 years and she's been senbatsu for 2 years. So,
but at the same time, she kind of stagnated because the other 5th gens were being pushed a lot more than her, like Ayan, Rei-chan, Kokona. So, I mean, yeah, given her situation, it's probably not worth it to stick it out and, just dedicate her life to being an idol.
Yeah, I think that's the unfortunate fact is that people don't don't want to be idols forever, right? Or they see the the limitations of this career.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you said, right? So I don't know what her reasons are for quitting, but she says it's for school. But you see, she's not the center and she's not super pushed, right? So why bother?
Yeah.
On that note, do you think Suzu would be on the next in line to get kind of graduate? Because I feel like she's also hasn't really gotten as much push compared to her.
I don't know. To me, Suzu feels like someone that's really into this. She really wants to be an idol. She's trying really hard. Not that Momorun didn't try hard, but
yeah, I mean she's vice captain of B2 now, so I think that shows a level of I don't know, involvement, confidence by management, and then involvement that she'll stick around.
Yeah, it just feels like it's kind of not to compare her to Nana, but yeah, she's the sister of Nana, and so who is one of the top members. I feel like she's kind of getting the shaft in terms of popularity and stuff, because Ray has boomed in popularity.
I think in my opinion, they have both kind of established their own characters pretty well, independent of their sisters.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, right? Because Suzu's been around for 3 years, so Nana quit after 4 and a half, four and a little. So she's coming up to the entire length that Nana was around.
Also, as another graduation, so Joe Eriko is graduating from NMB.
Wait,
again?
They announced the date? I didn't know.
I thought you mentioned that, but I thought you retweeted it as I think it might be the 30th is her graduation.
Holy shit! Really? I didn't tweet anything about that.
I think you retweeted something that Yuri said, and it's she said something about how
Oh no, that's a
30th.
magazine. That's a magazine article. That's coming out on April 30th.
Oh.
Yeah.
So fake news.
I just read graduation. I read graduation. I saw graduation, and then April 30th. So.
Yeah.
I was
no. No, it's not. They don't.
I don't think she's gonna have
There's no date for Joy yet, so we don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna have a very.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, or any kind of send off, especially because I think her graduation might be on less than good terms.
No,
considering recent circumstances.
Well, hard to say. I don't think so, but obviously, because of the what happened. She has been getting the stink eye from management, and she got really pushed to the back.
Yeah. Wait.
Even Senbatsu, and then in B2, right? She's
dropped.
Way in the back too. Well, not way in the back. She's not, because in B2
it's third row, second row.
Yeah, she was second row or third row, something like that. But in previous B2, she was second position. And the first position was Yuri, right? So now she's behind 3 or 4 members.
I remember she had a solo song and then a center. Did she have a centered song, right? On a B side.
She was center of last year's Honten single.
What?
She was the center of the NMB Honten.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She was
from Jabberjaw.
That's true. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, so I mean, comparing it with that, you can definitely tell she's been dropped a lot. So I think that's a big part of it. And she said herself that I think it's because she's turning 20, so it's time to, reevaluate her life, and she doesn't want to continue being an idol. So, and I think a big part of it is, her prospects suddenly dropped.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's possible. I just think she's, done everything she wanted to do, and
Even had a scandal or two.
Yeah. She had like 2 scandals, and like she has 2 graduations. Yeah. So.
Yep.
I mean,
was the first graduation a result of scandal?
No.
That was just. So she originally graduated like in 2012. Right?
Yeah, 2012. She came back 2013.
Yeah, originally it's just because she couldn't handle the pressure of like all the push she was getting.
Yeah, she was like really stressed. Yeah.
She was like one of the early pushes, like of like original.
She was the OG.
NMB.
She was the OG gory push in NMB. I think she's done like quite a lot. Like let's ignore the scandals, right? So like coming back, and then she started from like scratch, right? She was like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be Kenkyusei. I'm gonna like crawl my way back. And then they even tried to promote her, and she said, no, I will stay here. And then so she stayed with like all the Kenkyusei, and she like basically built up the relationship. So the thing is, like when she first came back, everyone was like really worried for their position, right? Because everyone thought like we will all just move back one down, because they thought like she was gonna come back and take her previous position. But she was like, no, I'll go back down, and then I'll like she built all the relationships with all the Kenkyusei, right? And then they had the Sozun Shijin, like it's a great story and all that. So I think like she's made up for like what happened the first time when she left. And yeah, she's got a good career, I guess. I mean, she's always been pushed though, so that's all. There's always that consideration.
Yeah, I agree. She's done a lot, and I think overall generally well regarded as a member who's liked by a lot of members, by a lot of fans. So even like this, but if when the scandal happened, it wasn't like everyone just like turned on her and was like, oh my god, we knew Joe was like betraying NMB. But so yeah, I think overall, otsukare-sama desu.
All right, next we got a couple of graduated member comeback stories, such as Junichi Kei. She's back after 2 years of being graduated, which it really doesn't feel that long.
No, because she's always
it feels like she graduated like 6 months ago, but no, it's like been 2 years.
That's true, but she's always been like active on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. So she doesn't feel like she's gone.
Yeah. She always goes to like Milky's concerts and stuff too. Yeah. And then also Yagura Fuko is also back after 1 year of graduation, which the Keiichi makes sense after 2 years because like Yoshimoto had the whole like old rule where you can't do anything after 2 years. But Fuchan being back after 1 year. Actually, I guess let's go back to Keiichi. So Keiichi's back, but she's not doing like idol stuff. She's just gonna be in a play.
And people always come back doing plays for some reason. Like Emichi and Hako are doing plays.
Yeah.
But like Keiichi's one looks more legit. No offense to Emichi and Hako.
I mean, I think they do these plays because it's like really low budget, no strings attached way of being back on stage, having your fans come and watch you.
Yeah.
And it's like slightly above what Fuchan is doing, which is like some Chika idol handshake event.
She's doing exactly what Azusa did, even the exact same place. So maybe whoever like got Azusa to do it is the one that talked to Fuchan to get her to do it. Which is it's a meet and greet, and then
there's also like a 2-shot checky or something.
You have to pay extra for it.
Yeah, and also it's like like at a bar, so you also have to buy drinks or whatever.
Yeah. Well, she's over 18. Fine.
I mean, 20.
Oh yeah. In Japan, you have to be 20, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. Next, we got the NMB drama pilot series. I don't know what it's called.
It's called Episode 1.
Episode 1. Yeah. All of them is called Episode 1, right?
So the series is called Episode 1, and the concept is a bunch of pilot episodes, right? So they will come up with like um, um, basically a TV series, but it's always
So,
going
like,
to
the
be
first
just
episode.
the pilot episode.
Yeah.
So
And then do they like decide like, okay, after all these, hey, one of these is gonna become a real series, or it's just or it's like voted on or something?
no. But they do have like people watching it. So Saipi and Miru are the NMB members who, and then they have like some comedians and stuff. So they'll be watching the episode and then like reacting to it, I guess.
Like Terrace House style.
Yeah, exactly like Terrace House style. But I think when I first heard about it, like episode 1, it's like the idea is really fun, because like you can like create like cliffhangers, right? Where you something happens in episode 1 that connects to something that should happen in episode 2, except that there is no episode 2. Right? Or for, I don't know, just off the top of my head, like there's an alien invasion at the end of episode 1.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's it. So
who was in the? So they had like the first episode already, or the first episode.
Okay, they already they have a teaser for the first episode of episode 1, and it's called
No, the English,
okay.
The Japanese is Anata no na wa, and then the English translation is "What is your name?" Just to avoid that.
Okay.
Avoid that copyright infringement.
Because Kimi no na wa, right, and another na. And it's Anchu, Naru, and Amimaru.
Yeah, it's like there's like 3 guys. So
power team.
It's like some kind of romance.
The power team, like so it's gonna be it's gonna be romance.
Oh yeah.
It looks like no one likes Anchu though. based on the picture.
Amimaru has two dudes on her.
Yeah.
Poor Anchu getting typecast as usual.
Yeah, so that's that airs on TV Asahi every.
Wait, I thought it was OSAKA
Sunday.
Channel.
No, so basically
OSAKA
Channel will have like a sneak preview of
like first premiere right or whatever.
Yeah, they have premiere rights basically, but they don't have the studio portion, so they don't have the Terrace House thing.
Okay, well that's
So
cool that it's on a
drama.
real TV channel.
Yes, it's a real.
Yeah, I guess actually it airs on April 21st.
Yeah.
Like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so on April 15th they will show it on OSAKA Channel, and then on April 21st they will show it on actual TV. With Saipi and Miru reacting to it.
That's cool, because I think Miru was doing that before, because she was on something on Bama
You're
TV,
right.
which is like
You're right. She was on.
It was also like love story, Terrace House.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah. So she has experience with it. Except that like this episode 1's not all romance. It's just like the first episode is romance.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks cool. It looks interesting. I'd like to check it out. I don't want to plug in my TV because then I have to pay NHK. They'll find me.
You can watch OSAKA Channel.
I don't want to pay for that either.
Oh, you can't watch it on your TV, man. You don't live in Kansai.
Oh, but like, isn't Osaka TV like OSAKA Channel is like internet?
Yeah, Osaka Channel is internet. I'm saying like you can't watch it on your TV even if you wanted to.
I mean, I could watch it on Asahi because that's national.
You can get 1 week free of Osaka Channel when you sign up. Just cancel. Watch on choose episode and then cancel.
That's like the Ryan move. That's what he would do if it's like the Yuris episode.
I've done that like a couple of times now.
Just sign up with a different email. Speaking of Yuri and dramas, she has a new drama. I didn't know about this.
Yes. So it's
what's it called?
It's like a Yakuza drama.
Okay.
So, but except that it's like so there's this really popular like Yakuza drama from like the 70s or 80s or something called Minami no Teo, like the Emperor of Minami, which is a place in
Minami King,
Osaka. So it's really popular, and So this one is called Minami no Teo Zero, which is a prequel to Minami no Teo. So it tells the story of like the main guy, how he became like the main guy, right? So how his past. And
this reminds me of like Yakuza 0, because they also released that like as a prequel after the first 5 games came out.
Maybe it copied the... Well, this is a manga series, right? So it's been there for forever. And then, so the story is like this guy who's, his family got, like, I don't know, his mom got, sagi.
Scammed.
Got scammed by this guy, and then
loan shark.
Yeah, something like that, and she kills herself, and then so he promises to get revenge on the guy, but he like accidentally falls in love with his daughter, and
who is Yuri?
Yes, and Yuri plays the daughter. Yakuza version of Romeo and Juliet.
Cool.
This is on OSAKA Channel, right? Oh no.
No.
Kansai TV.
It's actual TV.
Okay.
It's not OSAKA Channel. It has nothing to do with OSAKA Channel, so it's not a Yoshimoto.
One step up.
Yes, it's one step up. It's a midnight drama though, which is still pretty good.
And then last piece of news is Miru is getting a photo book.
Speaking of one step up.
Miru photo book. When's that coming out?
June.
Yeah,
19th.
They're promoting it really far out.
Yeah, fuck them.
Well, I mean, they've been promoting Yahagi's.
Oh wow, really?
Since January, and that comes out in July.
Yeah, that Yahagi's thing is so fucking weird, but yeah. So
I think I'm surprised it's her first one too, because she's been around forever. She's been doing kind of like the Gravier stuff for a while.
Yeah, so Miru is more of like, wow, you're doing this just now. Like, you should have been doing it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because she got popular because of like all her Gravier. So it was like the correct thing to do. Yeah, they're spending like a lot of effort and money on Miru's.
Yeah, she went to Australia to shoot it, and she like went surfing and everything.
And if you've seen the pictures, it looks like she's half naked in all of them.
That's what's up.
Not even half. It's like 90%
That's what
naked in all of them.
sells.
A buddy of mine always like comments on like all of Miru's like Gravier shoots. She's always like contort her body in these really awkward positions in order to like make it look like her boobs are bigger or whatever.
Those are like
she's always
like
sitting
tricks.
like on her knees on a chair.
I mean, that's pretty true of most idols, right?
It's a very common. Those are very common like Gravier tricks. So
yeah,
lots padding or like squeezing. Like you can in the one picture with her open shirt, like you can tell, like she's trying pretty hard there to squeeze.
Yeah.
There's always like oh, what's really funny is like she was saying like the shirt she was wearing or not wearing was Angie B. Yeah. And I had some water today saying that, oh, but she's wearing Angie B. No, she's not fucking wearing Angie B. She's taking it off.
Not sure if Sayaka wants her clothes advertised
that way.
His clothes are so good they look good when you're not wearing them.
Right? If you're Sayaka, you want her to wear the clothes, not to take them off. Nah, whatever. I think it's gonna do well. Actually, if you think about it, like there's now a lot of pressure on like Miru's fans because now they have to try to beat Yuri's photo book.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
if she beats Yuri's photo book, right, people are gonna say like, well, of course she's the center, right? She has to be, and then it's freaking Gravier, and like Yuri's photo book.
It's easy mode for photo books.
Huh? Sorry.
Gravier is easy mode for.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because like Yuri's photo book is more like she tried to make it like a beauty, like a
classy.
Really try to class it up. So, like obviously, when you think photo book, right, you think of like bikinis and stuff.
I think of SY.
Oh yeah, SY had some like really fucked up shots, right?
Picture of her with the horse.
So
that was pretty funny.
So if Miru can't beat Yuri sales, which I think she will because of all the advantages she has. She even has like alternate covers, which is fucking unfair.
Is she also doing like Watashi Kai? Or
yeah,
like
she is.
Some other,
She's doing Watashi Kai the same week as when her photo book sells. So that's important because like it will boost your first week sales.
Yeah.
Yuri did it like second and third week.
So you went to the Yuri photo events, photo book events.
Yeah.
Watashi Kai.
Nice segue here.
So how many?
Did you see me on the photo?
How many copies?
Did you see me on the photo?
What? No.
Yes, I saw you.
You saw? Wait. No.
You didn't look very excited to be there.
That's like every picture of Ryan at an event. So yeah, how many photo books did you buy?
How many photo books did I buy?
Yeah.
No comment.
Okay. Are you gonna say it's too many or not enough?
The triple digit number.
Is it a triple digit number? I don't think so.
4 digits?
Huh? No, of course not. What the hell?
That would have been half of her sales.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck you.
So you went to the Watashi Kai.
Yeah.
Were there a whole lot of people there? Like, I haven't seen pictures. I don't know.
Yeah. There were a lot of people. Like there were a lot of tweets of like people complaining about there being a lot of people.
at the fuck you books, the fuck yeah books, or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. It was the Fukuya.
Was it like kind of like Yuri, regulars like you and your crew? Or was it a bunch of like the general NMB fans that you recognize that you see around?
Obviously there were the regular people obviously came, right, because it's an important thing for Yuri, and then there was also you got a lot of like female fans. It was really weird. Like if you look at the photo, you see that there's so many girls there. So according to Yuri, I think their staff told her there were like 1,700, 1,800 people who came.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But not made that many tickets, so.
No, there were like 2,000 tickets or something.
More tickets, yeah.
So it was quite a lot for the Tokyo one, and so someone was saying that like this like the Fukuya books, right, always has like these events. And it was like one of the largest events that they've had in a while. I'm not gonna say like since when, right? Because I don't know.
Cause I went to like the Milky one, like 3 years ago. So
you know where they ask you to line up, right?
Yeah, it's like in that like that basement hallway thing.
So that one was overflowing.
When I did it, it was like in September and it was like hot.
Okay.
And there was no air conditioning, no fans or whatever. It sucked.
And it was really cold. So when we went, it was really cold.
Okay.
But yeah, that one actually overflowed all the way to the end.
Started going like up the stairs out.
So it went up. It went up the stairs. So I was in front row, so I didn't know how far the line was. But yeah, so the weird thing is like there are so many girls, right? And the thing with Yuri is like she has like the more ikemen image nowadays, right? And like the weird thing is like when she like came out like at the end to say goodbye to everyone, and like all the girls were like how do you describe it? So in Japanese, they say like kya.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fangirl.
Yeah, the fangirl scream.
I just looked at the picture of Ryan.
You found it.
I just thought I'm like, wait, oh.
So you found me?
Yeah, I found you. Oh yeah, so the fangirls. Yeah, I could notice that even like I'll talk about this next, but it's like a concert. There's quite a few girls there also who are fangirling, screaming and stuff. But yeah, I think probably a good chunk of these people might be like, Saya, Yuri, Senshi.
Probably, yeah. They were the. So I think like Yuri got a lot of the overflow Sayaka fans.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna deny that. Like, so I went to the Quintet concert too, and like Yuri was the one who got like the Kya reactions.
Mm-hmm.
The other girls, I mean, obviously the other girls got like reactions too, right? But like Yuri was the only one who got a different one.
She got like more of like the.
It's like seeing a Johnny's Idol.
She's really like handsome looking, whereas the other ones might have been more cute.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. That was it.
Wait, one more question. I saw this. Was the first week sale like 2,500 or something?
No, what the fuck?
Wait,
I
6,000.
It was 6,100.
Okay, I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
I
think you're
remember
thinking
why.
about Fuchan.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Fuchan.
That was like the worst like performance ever.
Okay. I withdraw my joke about your sales. You being half the sales.
But you also you brought like a bunch of copies of the photo books, like because you went over to the U.S. recently, so you brought some of the books and gave them to the results. You didn't give them; you sold them.
Yes.
To
people who live there.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for mine.
Yeah.
So I can't give my full reaction yet.
Yeah, I gave it to Craig and RJ boy. I tried to bribe Josh with it, and he wouldn't take it.
Well, that's a bad bribe then.
You couldn't even pay him to get a free photo book.
It's really funny. It's like Craig tried to give it to him too. It's like if you make a video, I'll give this to you. It's like no, he tried it already.
So he just doesn't like Yuri.
No, he already bought it, so he didn't want a second one.
Okay, well then you're happy anyway. unless he bought it directly to get shipped overseas or whatever.
I think he did.
Oh, so the sales don't count. Is that it for Yuri photo book time?
I guess so.
Next, I'm going to talk about something I went to. It's the only idol related event. Actually, that's not true, but I'll say it's the only NMB related event I've gone to in since I think Anchu's play or whatever.
So whoever you guys listening to this, you can fast forward 10 minutes.
Or if you're listening to this, you probably want to stop this. Go grab yourself a sandwich.
Make yourself comfortable.
Then play it, because this is gonna be a barn burner. This is talking about Yamamoto Sayaka's solo concert tour 2019 called "I'm Ready," entitled "I'm Ready."
I'm ready.
No. So I went to two of these concerts. One in Tochigi, which is where I live, and the other one was a week later in Sendai.
Was it the same?
Yeah, exact same set list, and even I might just say this. Anyone who's a big Sayaka fan, I'm sorry, but I feel once you go to one Sayaka concert or live, even compared to her the Zepp one or the
HK
Hall one, the ones from last year. I feel you go to one concert, you can watch all of them because they're all pretty much the exact same.
Oh,
I feel it's almost the exact same. Yeah, just have does the same songs. Obviously, she only has she has a decent number of songs. She has a couple dozen at least. But yeah, it's just the same kind of vibe. It's very different from an NMB concert or any kind of idol concert. It's a rock concert.
Yeah. But don't you listen these? So don't you listen to these things for the performance, or is no?
Yeah, but like she doesn't really have like a good like kind of like audience interaction kind of thing. Not saying like res or anything, but like she doesn't really like kind of encourage the audience to get.
And she doesn't shred.
Like does she
try
to like
guitar anyway? Go
Brian,
ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I've been to a fair share of rock concerts, and I've seen like the same band many times, but I still enjoy it because people like cheer to the songs in unison and like jump up and down, and like the band, yeah, like the band hypes you up. Like, does Sayaka do that, or?
Kinda, but it's like not as, I think it's not as intense as like a normal rock concert. I think because like it's still kind of weird, like disconnect. Like we're still kind of, we see her as idol Sayaka, even though she's not really idol Sayaka anymore.
Well,
she's singer songwriter.
For me, as I've listened to her songs, and she straddles the line between pop and rock. Like she has a lot of songs that are much calmer, like more ballad like. So I also can't see people like going crazy, headbanging, jumping up and down as much.
Yeah.
So
yeah, she's kind of like ballady, and then also mixed with like Avril Lavigne kind of style. Like I think that's like a huge inspiration for her.
Yeah.
Style. She does have like a couple of like kind of hype songs, which people do get into it. There's like that whole song called "Let's Go Crazy." That one and Smile. Those ones are both like the two like the most hype songs, and that's like when people like will spin around the towels and jump up and stuff. That's all I always enjoyed those ones. Rainbow Rose is still really good. Yeah. But yeah, there's also like kind of like same kind of thing. Like you go to one concert, the same like Kanjo ni Naitai. That's the one when they go like whoa 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 or whatever. They get everyone in the crowd to go whoa whoa whoa.
Yeah. So I mean, so definitely she's an artist now, and she can't do idly things like long MCs that are different between different concerts, or like I don't know, some like video they play on the screen.
Yeah. She did like two or three like MCs, like kind of short MCs during the whole set list. They were kind of different though, because like when she did the one in Tochigi, she like kind of talked, oh yeah, I was in Tochigi and I ate some of like the big strawberries that you guys have here, and I had some gyoza, and then
sounds so
when
fake.
She was in Sendai, yeah, it sounds so fake, right? And then she talked about like when she was in Sendai, like how they went and got gyutan and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty typical for rock concerts. Yeah. So. Yeah, I guess if you're coming from idol concerts, and then I think Matt, you really liked the hype and energetic songs, so it's going to be a big change.
Yeah, it's kind of like a balance because you only have so many like kind of energetic songs or whatever, so it's kind of like the middle is kind of all ballady, just chill. She did play one of her new songs at these concerts, a song called Let's Get Ready, which is like a coupling track on her new single. That song is actually a pretty kind of upbeat, energetic song. I really like it.
She sang the film camera one.
The what?
You and the film camera. Kimito film camera.
No, she didn't. Yeah, it's like and all the other songs though were from her first two albums, so. But it was a pretty short live. It was like a little over an hour. But I think it's still like much longer than Milky's live. It's like not even an hour long.
Speaking of Milky's live, she's doing one like.
She's doing tours now. Yeah, I think she had like one in Nagoya yesterday, and then she's doing Tokyo next week. Which I'm going to that one next week. Milky Live, which I might just like kind of a preview. But I feel like the Milky lives are kind of the same as well. Like Milky's lives feel like I went to her birthday, comeback one. I also went to her Christmas one. Yeah, they both kind of felt the same. Milky songs kind of the same. Maybe just all music is the same to me, or all performances are the same to me, except for idol concerts. I did notice a couple, like, I guess, criticisms I had. Is the Tochigi one, she screwed up a couple times, like, when singing, like, messed up the lines or the lyrics a couple times. Which I think it's not so much like she didn't practice enough, but I feel like she's kind of, like, overworked. Because, like, she was doing, like, 2 or 3, like, shows, like, a week.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
prior
I think
to that. So,
maybe even
like,
more, actually. Just doing, like, crazy amount.
Okay, it's tour, yeah. So I think she actually getting a bit of a break now, because I think the Hokkaido one was her last, like, one from the series, and then she doesn't really have one for, like, I think 2 weeks or whatever until the Zep Tokyo ones, and then Zep Osaka, and then nothing until Okinawa. Yeah, so I think it's like she's kind of really busy, really overworked. Like, even like her voice sounds kind of like tired and kind of raspy. So like, surprised, like, you know, despite not being NMB, where she, you know, she's caught in, like, in the whole, like, you know, 48 machine of doing handshakes and concerts and other stuff over and over again. She's still really busy. Also, yeah, there's some girl fans and they're really yakai. No, I was annoyed by that.
And there's the one guy who has gone to every show.
yeah. I don't think he was in the Sendai one. He was in the Tochigi one. I don't know. I'm convinced though he might be like, you know, like a yurei, like a Japanese ghost or something. He only shows up in the center of pictures. He's not actually there.
So weird though. How could one guy get like so many like first row tickets?
VIP front row tickets, yeah. Because like basically the tickets are all like lettered, like, for I think most people is like B and C sections. But like there's the A section that's for VIP. I don't know how you got a VIP ticket or whatever.
Maybe he knows someone.
Yeah. And Bill's able to go to like pretty much almost every show. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was thinking. Yeah, Sayaka's concerts. I mean, they're cool to experience once. I think that's all you need to get out of it. That's my review. Oh yeah, okay, as I remember. So at the Tochigi one, like that was like the first one I went to, and I'm like, okay, I brought like the rave band, like the little like these little like pen light wristband things. Like I was the only person that had him on, like turned on and everything. No one else had him, so I'm sure just like no one in Tochigi had him or didn't care. So I was like the one asshole like waving light up stuff, because I mean it's also like a rock show. It's not, no one really had pen lights or anything.
Was that for like her previous solo live or something?
Yeah. So I had like both of them. I had one for Rainbow and one for Identity. So it was like there's like a goods like, but like they weren't selling them at that live. They were only selling like shirts and keychains and towels. Yeah. So yeah, like I had them on for maybe half the show. No one else had them. I'm like, oh well, I feel like an asshole, but whatever. I'm gonna still keep on waving them. And then so I'm like, okay, well, considering like no one had any like pen lights or any cool stuff at the Tochigi show, I'm not gonna bother bringing this stuff to Sendai. And then when I get to the Sendai one, there's like someone who had like the dumb guitar pin light from her graduation show. Remember that, Ryan? Yeah. Yeah, so someone had that on. It was like waving it the whole time. So I'm like, oh man, this asshole.
Now you know what you looked like.
Yeah, but I was in the back, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, actually, because there are actually different like size venues too. The Tochigi one is only about 300 people, and then the Sendai one was like 700 people. So it was a really tiny venue in Tochigi. It was really close.
Yeah, that's one cool thing about her as an artist now. You can see her up close performing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also really like her bandmates are always, they're a bunch of like, they have like personality to them. It's really cool. Like you feel like you know them.
That's
good. They didn't have the violinist Ayasa. I think she's only at the big shows. So they like, I think they just had like a pre-recorded violin for all of her songs.
She's too expensive.
Yeah, I think she probably has like other stuff. But yeah, that's my Sayaka report. Other events. Quintet.
I went to that one.
The Spring Live, which they've been. This is like what their third, fourth.
So
like kind of.
It's their second concert, but it's their fourth live because the first two were done in the NMB theater.
Girls only.
Yeah, the girls only ones.
And then they did the Valentine one, and then now is the spring one.
Yeah. It was funny too, like it was a spring one, but they did like a summer block.
Spring, summer, same thing.
No, it's not. I thought it was really good. So they were trying like new things. So obviously they can't just try to appeal to girls, right? So they the set list was more like it was more generic in a good way. In the sense that it was set up to appeal to everyone rather than just like to fangirls. So I appreciated that. I really liked the set. I thought like they had like really good costumes too, and even the reused costumes were made sense. So they used I think it was Boku wa Inai, the Boku wa Inai costumes, and the Sayaka Sonic ones. It was really, and both of them are really nice costumes. And anyway, so that's it. I mean, you can look up the set list if you want, right? But
I'm gonna make the same joke I always make
what?
when talking about Quintet. So did they just do which one do you like?
Oh, for the entire
for 1 hour?
Yes. No,
that's the whole set list.
I was surprised that they didn't. Oh well, they did it twice actually, but they didn't wear the Quintet outfits.
Oh, like the different colored stuff and the
yeah. So, I really like how they set up. So basically, every single Quintet member has their own color, right? So they were like encouraging people to like use pen lights or like wear like their Oshi colors.
Okay, kind of like what they do at Momoclo.
Yeah, basically it was very very Momoclo-ish in that sense. But like so if so they had like 4 different solos, right? Every single member. So like the pen light colors would all change like for every like member. It was really nice to see. And then even the lighting on the stage. So if they had like 4 different like solo parts in like one song, right? The lighting on stage would change based on like which member was singing. So they would have blue, pink, yellow, and purple. And yeah, it was really nice. I think they were trying to push for more like audience participation, like with the pen lights. They were like, I think one song it was Mosh and Dive. They were like, Yuri started it with like, everyone change your color to red, and it all
and then Mosh.
Well, but
and then Yuri dived on.
So and then everyone turned all the lights turned red. It was like it was really fun. Although according to this is not me, right? So according to my friends, like you can see like who are the popular ones basically just by the color of the pen lights.
Who was the most popular one?
It's Yuri. I don't know whether that's funny. She's like the second, either the most or the second most popular NMB member.
I mean, there's only 4 of them. It's can't be that much different.
You have 25% chance of being right.
No, so if you look at like the videos and stuff, you can see like it was mostly all blue. I don't know. So someone was telling me like Akarin actually had like the least number of fans.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Even though she started Quintet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she well I don't know. So it was like the people who actually went there, right? So it's not, you can't say like the number of fans. Like, the people who went there. There was like the pink was like the least amount. There was the least amount.
Really? So all her fans are the girls who just stay at home and watch YouTube.
Yeah. If you watch, she posted like some Quintet videos, right? You can see like the Quintet videos do worse than her makeup videos. She has a makeup video with like 300,000 views, and then like the video before it was like the Quintet video. It was that had like 100,000 views.
Like, stop with this idol stuff. I just want to learn how to put on my eyeshadow.
Basically, I think that's true though. I think that's true. Like these girls just like are interested in her because they just want to learn how to put on makeup. They don't give a shit about like her doing idol stuff.
Well, that's good for her in a way, I guess.
Oh, it is very good for her. It just this doesn't help her idol career. Not that like it's that important to her.
Or NMB.
Yeah.
And they covered a Kara song, right? So
yes,
trying to go for that jump on that K-pop hype train right now.
Yeah, why not? Just like steal as much as you can.
Look at the playlist or set list. I see quite a few bangers in here.
I think you would have enjoyed it, Matt. You like those kind of songs.
I like half these songs, yeah.
Yeah, they chose a lot of classic, like 48 group songs.
Yeah, there's some
and Nogi.
Yeah, they had Girls Rule there.
The only Nogizaga song I can remember.
They have one of Achan's solo songs.
Which one?
Migigata. Nagisa did the solo.
Nagisa likes the ballads. Like she always does ballads. So every single time, so they would have like a solo section, right, for every member. And for both concerts now, they've done like the same type of song per member. So Yuri has done like the emo song both times. And Nagisa has
changed her color to black.
Yeah. That's true. Last time she was wearing like a dress, right? Like a red dress. Now she's like wearing some military outfit. And like last time, like Nagisa did a ballad both times, and then Saipi did a dance song both times. I think it was both Tomochin song. Like it was Dear J last time, and this time it was Save. Was it? What was it? What was that song, Geoff? You know this.
Is it Swag?
It's the one that Seifuku Resistance, I think. Yeah, Seifuku Resistance.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's not Tomochin. I was gonna say I don't know any Tomochin songs.
That's not Tomochin?
No, that's just from. Oh, you mean was that her unit in Reset? Oh, okay.
It was her.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then Akarin did. I don't remember which ones Akarin did. Anyways.
Yubishite Fantasy.
Yeah. Yubishite Fantasy. Sorry, Kojiharu song.
That's a Team B.
Oh, okay.
Like song where they have like that creepy dancing bear or whatever in it. Yeah, I remember that song. That's when like I used to like listen to like AKB songs regularly.
Yeah, so some people like was telling me like they were really happy because like they had like all these like old AKB songs. It's like I don't know anything. What's a funny thing too was like today I asked Yuri was like, oh, what was your favorite part of the concert? And she started like singing.
Oh.
And like I had no idea what she was singing. It was really embarrassing. It's like, what's that? It's like, oh, it's Mosh and Dive. That was embarrassing for me.
Fake fan.
Yeah, fake fan. Oh well.
Alright. Is that it for the quintet? Did they announce like a summer concert or anything?
They did. They announced a Tokyo concert. It's Tokyo and on Monday. On Sunday too. So people were saying that was probably the Sosenkyo day.
In June? Well, maybe I'll try to go to that one. Sounds like it was a good concert. Okay. And our last piece of event is the Juban Shobu concert series for the new teams.
Yes.
So, Ryan, you also went to that? You went to one of them? A couple of them?
I went to one. Yeah.
Can we guess which one?
B2.
B2.
Yeah, I don't know. So it was really fun while I was there, but like if you think about it, like they basically just rehashed End Pride. Because if you look at the set list, it's pretty much End Pride. Even the units were End Pride.
Okay, so it's just a theater show, but like in a bigger venue.
Yep.
So it's like none of the good things about being in it being a theater show.
Yes, none of the good things being in the theater show, and all the bad things being in the theater show. I don't know. So usually, like you watch concerts. Like how we're used to watching concerts with idols. It's like because they don't rehash stuff, right? It's exactly what you said, Matt. Because if they rehash stuff, like if you watch the Sayaka concert, right, it's always the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get tired of it, right? So that's the bad thing about theater shows. But so usually you watch concerts because like you want you see new performances, like how they would do new stuff, whatever. So the bad thing about this concert was like they just rehashed everything. Basically, they rearranged like the dance songs and when they would do it. Then they redid all the units, and then the only new thing that they did one new thing, which kind of funny, was I redid a thing where she would like interact with fans, talk to fans, like who is your Oshi, and the guy would say something.
She would like interview him, like go in the crowd.
Yeah, something like that. But then she was acting like she's like some kind of like I don't know fortune teller or something, right? And she's like who's your Oshi, and then like it doesn't matter what the person would say. She's like she will force you to say her name.
Oh, your Oshi starts with an A.
Yeah, something like that. Like, oh, what's the next? No. That's not your Oshi. Who is? Until you see her. Anyway, that was really fun. That part, and so it was one song. I think it's Utsukushimo, no? Okay. But then other than that, it was like a rehash of End Pride, and then there was the medley part, I guess, which was really fun. Which is that they all showed up as like different costumes, and then they would do they 1/3 of them would be wearing Durian Shonen, 1/3 would be wearing Junjo Under 19, and 1/3 would be wearing Kinagao Genji, and they would be doing and they did all 3 songs, for example. Yeah,
nice.
I saw that the second concert that I didn't go to, they did the exact same set list.
Yeah,
as in no change.
Huh.
So I'm hoping that the third one. So that was because like it was only 5 days in between the 2 concerts. So I'm hoping that the third one that they would do something else, but I'm not really holding my breath.
But they did announce that basically Kenkyusei members will do Zenza for every show.
Yeah, that was the new thing. Well, that's because like the tickets are not really selling very well. So yeah, they actually announced today like which members, which Kenkyusei would show up. To which concert, and then they said that the members would show up in the like the goods selling booth.
Okay, they'd be selling the goods at the booth.
Yeah, just nice, I guess. It encourages people to go. We have to talk about the Team N concert in Wakayama, which is apparently like a massive failure.
It's like 50 people showed up.
Well, no.
Then weren't they like doing like a thing and they would bus people down there?
Yes, exactly. So because it was selling so bad, right? So they announced that they would do a bus, like you would pay to ride a bus to Wakayama, and then members would join the bus. But the thing is, like they didn't say which members would join. So people. Mm-hmm. So the thing is that it's a Team M concert, right? So people actually thought that like it would be Team M members who would ride with you on the bus and then go to the venue. Apparently it wasn't. It was like some random.
Yeah.
It was Team N members.
I mean, it was literally they arrive an hour before the concert starts, so the Team M members have to be there rehearsing. So they just got like whoever was like not working that day, which was Team N.
But not like the popular members.
Hey, they had Chihi.
No Yuri on the bus.
Why does Amimaru keep changing her Twitter icon?
Amimaru update. Yeah. Breaking news.
This is what you guys are really here for.
Yes. It's the only thing that's important. Anyways. What was it? Sorry, what were we talking about?
The Team N bus tour. Or Team N.
The Team N bus tour, yeah.
Team N bus tour featuring Team N.
So, nice. Yeah, so the bus tour. Someone told me that, so the venue itself apparently had 3 floors. So they had to close the 2nd and 3rd floor.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
And then the 1st floor wasn't even full.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was how bad it was.
I mean, it's a weekday in Wakayama.
Yeah, oh my god, that was how fucking dumb it was. It was a weekday in Wakayama. So if you lived in Osaka and worked in Osaka, there was like 0 chance that you could go to Wakayama, which is like, I don't know, an hour and a half away by train.
Mm-hmm.
Like after work, right? There's no way you could catch up. So you had to take a day off.
Yeah.
So
unless you were a student, because it was like spring break during the time. That's probably the logic for doing those kind of.
Okay, yeah, maybe. But the thing is, like, you don't have that much, right? So I think they were hoping. The thing is, it was Team M2, so they were hoping that like Amiru and I guess Nagisa's popularity would be enough to like fill it up.
Yeah, it reminds me of when they had to close off part of Kobe Kinen World Hall for. What was it?
Request Hour.
Was it the Request Hour or the no Sayaka
concert?
No. It wasn't the no Sayaka. It was Request Hour. It was the Request Hour with like all basically 1,000 to whatever, like 300.
Oh yeah.
300. It was the tail end of Request Hour. I was there. I saw it. Yeah. So B2. Does anyone have anything to say about the B2 concert? I heard it was good. They did Moso Girlfriend. So they had all the pictures.
Yeah.
Cats.
Yeah, I think N was the laziest with the set list. I mean, it's also partly, I guess, because normally members would decide a concert set list, right? But they had already just decided a stage set list. So they're out of ideas.
No, I think that was the excuse, was that like they did all this rehearsal for the new stage, right? And then suddenly there's a concert. So like, how can they like do another one?
Yeah.
That was the excuse. And the thing is, like, the busiest members of NMB are in Team N.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like the 3 quintet members. Like the other one's Nagisa, right? And she's in M. But they're like by far the busiest members.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not Miru, if anyone is curious about that. She has like no work whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, we were hoping this concert series was going to be like, NMB's second coming out party, right? Like, let's get a lot of local fans, show them what the new teams are like. But it's kind of underwhelming, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not selling really well. And the thing is, like, the problem with this is, like, Kojirin or someone can say, like, oh, like, the chapter 2 of NMB starting now, blah, 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 which is, like, great, right? That sounds great. But you have to follow through.
Yeah, I wonder if this will be, like, a precursor to, like, the 9th anniversary concerts this year?
No, there's usually like summer concerts too, right? So they would have to announce summer concerts. The thing is, like, it's like taking too long. So usually, like, they would announce, like, so the spring concerts would end, and then there would be like a gap because of Senkyo and all that, right? And then after Senkyo, they will announce summer concerts. And then after the summer concerts, they will announce the anniversary concert. So, but thing is, like,
I'm just like saying, like, the lack of participation, how these concerts weren't, the Team M1 or Team B2 ones weren't as popular.
Yeah.
So I wonder, like, if just because, like, there's no Sayaka, there's no big, like, stars that, like, now, like, the anniversary concert or any other kind of big concerts won't do as well either.
Yeah, I can see that. But the thing is, like, anniversary concerts, like, people like it because it's the anniversary concert. So, I mean, I don't think it will do that bad. But the problem is always gonna be because they always do it weekdays.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's like the middle of the week in October.
Yeah, middle of the week in October. So you have to take like a day off for it, no matter what. So people have to choose, right? So like for example, these Juban Shogu ones, right? So like probably better to skip them, I guess.
Yeah.
Like even Quintet doesn't really. I mean, Quintet's starting small, right? But then they're only 4 members, so.
But the Quintet show, like, is that still decent crowd or?
Yeah, but they didn't sell out though. Like, they had like 2,000 people in September, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But the first show was like super sold out.
I was like, maybe like because like the individual teams can't like sell a show on their own, but if like the whole group comes together, they can sell a show. But I think maybe Quintet is like the only other like independent group that can actually like sell a decent show.
The thing with Quintet is like because it's like 4 really really popular members, right? And then there's the novelty of it.
Yeah.
So I would be more, if you ask me, right, would you rather watch a Quintet show or would you rather watch a Team N show? I would rather watch a Quintet. No, like let's say like don't tell me like what the set list is or whatever, right? I would rather watch a Quintet show because like there's only 4 of them, right? So no matter what, like I am guaranteed that like Yuri would have a very good position in it.
Yeah.
Even if she's center in Team N, right? There will still like she will still have to share the stage with like 15 other people.
Yeah.
That's my logic, and I think like a lot of people think like that, right? Especially the girls, like they're trying to get like girls to come and watch, right? And if you're a girl, right, you'd rather watch like Quintet rather than like who's like, who's
hey, that's your captain you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, right. So yeah. So the novelty, but to your point, Matt, I think if they all got together and then did like a concert, obviously like something like Oryx Hall would be like very very easily filled. But like
but maybe not
Osaka Joe Hall.
Kobe Memorial.
To be honest, let's say Osaka Joe Hall on a weekday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I hope it will be enough to fill it. Because like we went to watch the Makuhari one, right, the Tokyo one.
Yeah.
And do you think like everyone was there just for Sayaka? I don't think so, right? Or do you think so? I don't know.
Well, I think they did that one actually because usually it was anniversary. They usually do those in Osaka.
Yeah.
So I think this one, especially because it was like Sayaka's last one.
Yeah, actually, I think
they
was
gave it a chance for the Kanto people.
Yeah, it's for the Kanto people who can't go to Osaka, right? Yeah, maybe. But they did.
Also, that was a weird setup at Makuhari anyway. It had like the weird like artificial risers and stuff.
Yeah.
Set up. Like I don't think they'll do a Kanto anniversary show
they definitely won't do a Kanto anniversary show, but like I don't know, for some reason I suddenly got really worried if they would be able to fill Osaka Joe Hall.
Yeah. No more Sayaka.
Yeah.
I'd like to believe that like it's not just Sayaka, but like for example like a Team N, right? Like basically like everyone you want to watch is in Team N except like Miru and Nagisara in the other team, and then Team N can't like fill Oryx Hall.
Yeah. I think maybe like the teams themselves, they need like that little extra push or like the extra star power.
Yeah. So maybe when they all combine, like they can do much better.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it for the event talk and the news. So I think that's gonna do it for the podcast. Had a lot of stuff to talk about. It's been a while. So yeah. Yeah, so if you are listening to this and you'd like to, post a question or a comment about the podcast, anything about NMB or, events and whatnot, feel free to do it in the YouTube or contact us on Twitter. Our Twitter handles will be in the description for the podcast. So that's going to do it for this episode of NMB Takoyaki Party. We will catch you again next month.
See ya. Like and subscribe. Follow Amimaru.
Bye, Nostalgia. Buy Nostalgia Mental. Buy 10 copies each.